Some places don't just remember death, they collect it. What you're about to hear is not a ghost story, it's a confession. This is what happened to me in the summer of 2019 when I walked into Aokigahara forest and nearly didn't come back. They say it's the place where people go to die, but I swear to you, something in that forest is alive, and it waits for the broken. Rain grows louder. Cut to thunder. I had just turned 33. I was a documentary filmmaker from Seattle. I wasn't some thrill seeker. I dealt with mental health documentaries, and my next project was about Aokigahara, Japan's infamous suicide forest. I arrived in July during the peak of the rainy season. I figured it would keep tourists away and give my project the eerie silence it deserved. I checked into a small guest house in Fujikawa, Guchiko, just outside the forest. The owner, a quiet woman in her 60s, warned me, people disappear even if they don't plan to. The forest knows. I laughed. I shouldn't have. Armed with 2 cameras, a drone, a tent, GPS, and audio equipment, I entered Aokigahara from the Northwest Trail. It was raining lightly. A strange humidity clung to my skin. The first few hours were uneventful until I found a rope tied around a tree leading deeper into the forest. Standard, right? It's how people find their way back. But this rope was wet with something darker than rain. I didn't think too much about it. That night, I camped alone in a clearing. At 2:46 a.m., I was woken by footsteps around my tent. Not animal-like, human, precise, deliberate. I called out. Silence. When I unzipped the tent, nothing was there, except for a trail of wet, bare footprints that led into the woods. The next day, the rain intensified. Equipment glitched. Audio recorded backward whispers. My GPS spun in circles. Midway through my hike, I saw someone. A man in a white funeral kimono, standing still between the trees. I shouted, but he didn't move. Then lightning flashed, and he was gone. Later, I reviewed my footage. In a single frame, the man stood right behind me, not visible, but reflected in my lens. I tried to leave the forest the next day, but every path led me back to that same clearing. Even my GPS started showing symbols instead of coordinates. It was like the forest had reset around me, began hallucinating, or so I thought. I saw my childhood friend Aaron, who had taken his life 10 years ago. He stood beneath the trees, soaked in rain, whispering. "Why didn't you pick up the phone?" I screamed. I ran. I tripped and smashed my drone. I found a suicide note, dry despite the storm, wedged into a tree bark. It read, "If someone reads this, tell Michael I forgive him. My name is Michael." I didn't tell anyone that before coming to Japan. I slept with the tent zipped shut, holding a knife. All night someone circled me, humming a lullaby I hadn't heard since my mom died. The storm raged. On day 4, the rain finally began to ease. A ranger found me, soaked, delirious, and running toward the wrong trailhead. He looked me dead in the eyes and whispered, "Most never make it out. Someone must still want you alive." Back at the guest house, the woman handed me a letter. She said it arrived 2 days ago. It had my name on it. No stamp. Inside was a photo of me and Aaron, age 12, and a message. "You carry too much guilt. The forest tried to take it from you. Be careful what you give up next time." It's been 5 years. I never finished the documentary. The footage corrupted itself. The drives, all dead. But I remember every second, and when it rains, I still hear footsteps. If you ever go to Aokigahara, don't just fear the forest. Fear what it reveals inside you, because some haunting come from within. Low thunder. Rain fades. Outro music slowly rises. This story was experienced by me, Michael and I live to tell it for now.